Hey, what's up guys? Brian and Liz here, FPO2. We have another exciting video that we're going to be sharing with you guys. So hopefully you guys are getting a chance to know us a little bit more. For all of you guys that are subscribed and that are just watching us and Fullerton Party of Two fans, we wanted to spend some time and actually do something a little bit productive with our video and actually talk to you guys a little bit about something that we do frequently, which is setting goals and goal cards. So a lot of you guys know that we're Mr. and Mrs. Successful. We keep calling it. So, alright, so we did a video talking to you guys about why we don't set New Year's resolutions, right? And why we set goals. And why we were walking around in that subdivision, kind of dream building and thinking about the next 6, 12, 18 months, right? And so another thing that we're huge on is setting goals with our goal cards. So a lot of you guys might be saying, what the heck is a goal card? And I know this might be out of left field. If you guys are just getting to know us, of course, you know, you don't have to adopt how we think and feel and believe. But you know what? If you guys want to learn how to become more successful in life, there are, I call them like laws and principles, and there's rules. And the world, once you start learning some things, you can actually have some things work for you if you want to have more things in life. And we're not talking about just like positive thinking and something whimsical, okay? We're pretty grounded in our faith, but this is actually a part of what we do as, you know, how we believe. And so this is something that we use. It's a little thing, but it's a little big thing. And your words are seeds. Your words can create life, and you don't have to believe the way we do to realize that in this world today.
There's actually been a lot of studies done on people who speak their goals daily, whether you want to call it affirmations, whatever you want to call it. People who are constantly concentrated and verbally speaking what they want out of life are, I forget what the stat is.
Well, like, you know, you can call it like magnetism, you can call it sowing and reaping, you can call it positive thinking. Okay, it's all very similar, right?
This isn't something that we do just once a year. It's something that we talk about and revisit. It could be weekly, it could be monthly, it could be quarterly, whatever it is you need to do. Anytime your goals change or your perspective shifts or you accomplish something else, like, okay, then that's great, that's good that you did that, but you need to go ahead and like revisit it. So that's what we're doing today. Some things kind of
that's a good point.
Have changed, and
well, sometimes you knock your goals out. Yeah. And then sometimes you set your goals way too high and you're like, this is kind of ridiculous. All right, so let's talk about some of our goals right here. Sometimes we do words and we have a whole affirmation list, and sometimes we put photos and stuff that we're trying to accomplish. Maybe we can include a still shot for it, but we have up here Mamacita's Lexus, right? You want a white Lexus, very specific one. And last year I had my Ford F-250. So we did accomplish this. That took a lot to make it all happen, and we didn't even know if it would, but things came together. And then also we want a home.
Yep, that is our other big thing. Maybe we can show them a pan of like our dream board. How corny. I know that's kind of corny in like today's society to say, but like our dream board, vision board, whatever it is you want to call it, is right above my work area, and it has different like custom specific things about homes that we want, even like going as far as having different floor plans, and it gets kind of crazy. Well,
let's do this. Why don't you tell them where we put these? Because we put them in a very peculiar place, so we know by habit we have to read them almost every single day. And I put almost because that's an asterisk for her. But anyway.
That's not true.
All right, go ahead.
So we're pretty clean people, like I hope most of you are too, and we like to take a shower at least once a day.
That's your success secret.
And so you put them somewhere you go daily. I know some people put them in their cars. We choose to put them in our shower. You can see there's like a little hole, and it just gets tacked onto the side of our shower, and
and we laminate ours, obviously. We
have photos of different things. This is just one example of what we have. So if you ever come over and you pull back our shower curtain, like I'm sure everybody does, you'll see it looks kind of like a crazy person, but I mean...
I take it with us everywhere. I don't care if we go out of town for vacation.
Take it off the wall and take it with us to
hotels,
hotels,
camping, wherever we go. I speak my goals for the most part every single day, sometimes twice a day. If I'm in the shower, I will speak my goals, and I will help my brain calibrate to where I'm trying to go. And you know what? You can play at whatever level you want. For you guys that are following us, there's a volunteer army that's watching the video, right? But I'm telling you guys, there's reasons that people speak this stuff. There's a popular success book, Think and Grow Rich. They talk about speaking your goals. And you know, it's one of those things where more people, like in today's culture, in today's world, think it's weird. Right? But when you really understand success and how many people do this stuff, the most successful people in the day have mantras and chants, and you know, Joel Osteen's got one for his church and all this stuff. Like people, you know, if you want to adopt this,
do it for a reason.
Yeah.
If you think it's weird and whatever, like,
well, it's okay.
Observe the masses and maybe do the opposite for once and see how it goes.
Let's read over our 2017 goal card. This one has changed a few times.
Yeah, as you can see, things have come off and on and gotten added and
erased, and
so
mark it over. So we're gonna edit our goal cards after all this, but we had to share some of our what's on a goal card. Let's do that. Like what do we have? What's some of the stuff that you guys are gonna be putting on a goal card? If you guys are gonna do something like this, maybe leave us a comment down below. You know, share us your thoughts and what you guys are trying to accomplish. Let's roll through some of these.
So this is Brian's. We each have our own, but this is Brian's, and a lot of it is similar.
Actually, a lot of this I got from Grant Cardone, from his 10X rule book, and we were doing this way before I read any of Grant's books, but I like some of the things he said and some of the verbiage. So what's this one right here? We declare victory and attainment over our current and near future goals, right? Our lawn care business is the largest lawn care business in the area, and this year we added over $50,000 in new business.
Check.
What else do we got? Our YouTube channel added over 10,000 new subscribers in 2017 and 1 million channel views.
Check.
Actually, dude, that's legit, because we've added 11,000 comfortably the same time last year to this point, and we added probably
over 1 million channel
1.75 million channel views.
That's so crazy.
And these numbers back then were freaking me out. That was just like, you know, it sounded good, smelled good kind of goals. What else? Liz and I made over $150,000 this year in earnings. I should have said net.
Yeah.
Not the gross part.
See, what you speak is powerful.
What you speak is powerful. I should have said net, not just gross. Liz and I have no debt except for that which is paid for by others. Liz and I are in perfect health and physical condition. These are some marriage ones, so it's not just business and goals, right? Why don't you read some of these ones?
My marriage is alive and healthy and a positive role model for others. Our marriage is solid, secure, affectionate, peaceful, and joyful. Yep,
we got another one that says, I'm more in love with my wife every day.
It's a good reminder.
Sometimes,
I love my wife.
Because love is an emotion, and sometimes you ain't feeling it. So we make sure to speak life.
Speak what you want, not what you got.
Yeah. It's funny when you have a blowout fight, and then you're like taking a shower that night, and the next morning you're like, I love my wife more than I do every single day. And you're like, I really don't like that person right now in the other room. So, and this is true. I don't care.
Liz and I love each other, and we are best friends, and both bring out the best in each other.
Sometimes there's an asterisk on that one. So this one is for us, right, where we live. Liz and I own a beautiful Robertson Brothers home that is fully furnished and is a blessed and favored deal for us. We want a custom home. We want a nice home. And we're not going to do it on our own power, that's a fact. So Liz and I own a beautiful red F-250 Lariat FX4 4x4 truck. How about that? So we got that. Awesome. Now I got to get the Mamacita vehicle.
Liz and I own a beautiful white Lexus NX200T, which is paid for in cash.
Yeah, that's like 35 grand.
You forgot the F-Sport.
Oh, the F-Sport, yeah, well, that's like 42.
It's a red interior. I love it.
We'll see. I have endless energy and interest in my businesses. Liz and I crushed 2017 with massive action and focus on our goals. What's some other ones we got?
Liz and I attract the best and brightest ideas and wisdom to grow my business and life and live productively and purposefully. Yep.
Liz and I receive favor and blessings in all that we do. What else do we got? And everything that we do, Liz and I don't just compete or participate, we dominate. That's one of Grant's ones. And then I added a few. These just, sometimes you just strike.
Good daily reminder.
Things that just kind of hit you. You don't get what you want, you get what you tolerate.
It's a good check.
That's a little mic drop right there. And then Liz and I will have over $2,500 a month in passive income by winter 2017. So all of my affiliate businesses, our YouTube earnings and income from my other channel, partnerships, endorsements, all this other stuff that we do, it's getting pretty good. So I'd have to say I kind of hit that one too. It's not like, you know, with one just person, you know what I mean? It's like a bunch of little things and then a bunch of big things. But anyway, those are all of mine. What are some of yours? You had a couple.
So I work a little bit differently. I have categories.
Yeah.
And I always make sure to at least look at the category and keep it on there in case I need something in the future, even if I don't need it right now.
So what do you mean by category? Let's not read yours off specifically, because yours is a little bit more like relationships.
Mine's very like personal.
Very detailed and all that. But what do you mean by category? Like finance, health?
Health, finances, spiritual, emotional, relational.
Yep, I see it right here.
Education, business goals.
How many times you want to spend time with your husband. I think that's in there. Just kidding.
Another thing I like to do, and you don't have to believe the way that we do, I like to find scripture that attaches specifically with each goal, and I can read those every day, because I'm a newer Christian, and I like that to kind of get that scripture in my head. So I like that. Mine works a little bit differently. I get pretty specific with it.
And specific is good. That's what you're trying to do. What do you think, anything that we're going to be adding in the 2018? We got to set some income goals. because based on projections and like where things are going, like we're gonna bump that number way up.
It's crazy because we made a financial goal of what we wanted to add to the business last year, and I was like, I looked at it, and then I looked at him, and I didn't want to speak negative or like discourage you in any way, and I just remember holding my breath, and I'm like, okay, and I heard you speak it day after day,
yeah,
and sure enough, like.
And what all this does is it calibrates your brain and your activity level, your action level, your goal setting to accomplish and be on target and be on pace and to have check your pulses. So like it's interesting because if you're like, hey, I'm gonna make $150,000 this year, well, that sounds good, smells good, and your friends will be like, go get them, Tiger. But if you're sitting at home every day not doing anything to grow your lawn and landscape business, your whatever business you own, work on your job, your career, it's just a litmus that you're not moving forward at the pace you need to, right? And if you're like, hey, I'm gonna get a brand new car, well, it's not just wishful positive thinking. I actually really despise that kind of stuff because you're not just going to attract it to you by sitting at home and thinking that it's just going to come to you. You have to go out and get it. And that's where speaking your goals, where you're like, hey, I'm going to make 5 sales calls a day for your job, and you get to the office and you made 1, well, your brain eventually over time will override that and help you get into the flow to do that. And that's fact, that's science.
If you want to take it one step further, make yourself a goal list and then, or a goal card, and then go ahead and make a checklist that matches up mirrors up the actions needed to complete those goals. And that's something that he does. We have a clipboard, again, tacked into,
don't give him all the secrets.
In our bathroom. We look like crazy people, but you know, whatever it takes, and it might say, did you read a success book today? Did you eat well if you want to lose weight?
Did you listen to a success podcast?
Yeah, whatever it is for you, and see, because that's a gut check to read your goals every day, and then at the end of the day, when you cash out and log all of your stuff in, it really gets real.
That'll be another video topic. Because like a server, we cash out, and learned that from Darren Hardy, and Darren Hardy has really good content. I love his stuff, and he talked about a server tips out, cashes out at the end of the day. So you speak your goals, you take your goals, and then at the end of the day, you got to make sure that your goals line up. You got to punch in those numbers, record those numbers. If you were really going to make 5 sales calls that day for your job, did you make your 5 sales calls or 25 sales calls, right? So, and if you have a bunch of zeros over time, well, it's pretty revealing, and then your brain freaks out even more. It says, look, we're speaking our goals, we have visions, but you're not doing the action.
Something's not meeting up, and it's usually the action.
Usually it's 99% of the time it's the work. So,
and we also keep stuff around the house too, and like in the car, like I thought it was a cool thing. So we told you guys the story of when we first met, like with his Ferrari keychain, right? Well, he also had a laminated picture of a steering wheel in his car. And so you can do that with anything. Like before we got engaged and married, I had pictures of rings and stuff. We had pictures of the kind of wedding we wanted to have. And it's really cool as you go throughout this process and you actually apply it and you do the things you need to do. Getting to take those things down is really fun. And you know, maybe date the picture when you put it up, and then when you take it down, date it again and put it away, and you can go through it.
I think it's really cool. So we were talking just yesterday about, and we'll wrap this one up, but we were talking yesterday, we want to add some employees, and those employees are going to make probably more than you made last two years ago when you had your job. Yeah,
I have goosebumps. Like the idea is still stretching me.
Me too. But I'm like, if we want to make bigger income goals in life, like we're just small business owners, we're learning, we're just figuring life out, and we're going to be paying people more per week than I used to make in a week. And just a few years ago, and it's crazy. So life is good, business is getting better, debt's going away, income's going up, and we cannot wait to build and buy a home. Hopefully build, that'd be a fun process. We just know it would be, but even if we're 18 months from now, we buy something that's finished, I'm eyeballing that model, Robertson Brothers Home, so, but we'll see. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you think it's cheesy, totally cool, totally, you know what, I totally agree. I've been there, done that, and you know what, if you guys enjoyed this one, what else? Shoot a thumbs up?
Shoot it a big thumbs up, and comment down below some of the things that you do, or
what's some of your goals?
Yeah.
Because we want to know too. Like, we're not just here to put out content.
And we're not like, we haven't made it. Clearly, we're staying in an apartment that's like jammed full of signs, and just if you guys could see our real life, it's crazy. So we're just here to be some encouragement, and just, I know a lot of you are business owners too, and I think it's cool to come together as a community and root each other's on.
Yeah.
And
I like that.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, well, we're going to wrap this one up. If you guys enjoyed it, shoot a thumbs up. Make your goal card for 2018. If you haven't made one, don't wait until some other time or some other thing. Sit down right now, pen and paper. You don't have to laminate it and be fancy, you know, but make sure you put something about your, what did we say? Your finances, your education, your business, your relationship, your spiritual walk, if you're into that, how many times you want to put hugs and kisses on your wife, you know, all that kind of good stuff. And it's all goals, right? So anyway, all right, we'll wrap this one up. Thanks so much for watching, guys. FPO2 over and out. All right, good. We'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.